Lesson.
This one is lesson 2. Okay, so maybe I will pick random. Okay, before studying, I wanna check your pronunciation a little bit, right? Read for me from this too on the time. You read this. Remember your intonation and ending sound as well. Okay, let's start.
I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval, and I wanted to show them that I'd made the right choice. So I overworked myself in every possible way. I tried to qualify some scholarships every year. I did little side jobs and volunteer work and lots of extra,
Extracurricular.
extracurricular activities. I actually enjoyed being so busy, even though it was exhausting. It made me feel alive, like I was growing and building myself. And moving forward, I felt like I wasn't a loser in the race. I was keeping toward the front, but the whole time my body was
Deteriorating.
deteriorating. It started
Deteriorating. Deter.
deteriorating. It started with being tired all the time.
Okay, so after checking your pronunciation, I can feel that you have a big problem with intonation, right? Can you feel that you don't go up or go down or pauses or anything else in your speech? But you just say, I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school, blah blah blah. Can you feel that?
Maybe.
Like this is your you have some problem with intonation. Like for example, if I read this passage, I would say that I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval, and I wanted to show them that I'd made the right choice. But I won't say I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval, and I wanted to show them that I'd made the right choice. I don't say it like that. I will go up and go down in my speech. Yeah. So this is the first one. The second one, I think that you don't have problem with the ending sound, right? You speak the S sound, the D sound, the T sound quite good, right? Can you feel that?
I think yes.
Yeah, okay. But during the whole time we speak like that, we don't need to put the T sound, the K, the D sound there. Like this word, we call stop sounds like T, D, P, B, K, G. Like instead of saying, I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval. I would say, I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval. What's the difference there?
Uh, I'd gone to art. I'd gone to art school without their approval. Want to show them that I'd made the right choice.
Yeah, so what's the difference there?
Different what? Can you repeat?
Okay, so I will speak in two versions of this one. Like, I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval, and I wanted to show them that I'd made the right choice. The first version. The second version of that, I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval, and I wanted to show them that I'd made the right choice. Two version of that. So can you figure out the differences between them?
I think in the first version, uh, in the first version, there are, uh, you must, you stop in many words. You
Yeah,
stop.
yeah. We have to pause a little second in every word, in every single word. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is the first difference. The second, so of course, so you will say that the second version will be faster, right? Because we don't pause anything between each word, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is advantage when we say stop sound, when we use stop sound there. And do you know that native speakers tend to use the first version or the second version?
I think it's the second version.
Yeah, of course. They will use stop sounds in every single word. Like we don't say stop sounds, we say stop sounds, right? We delete the P sound there.
Yes.
It's just the same. Yeah, we don't say stop sounds, we say stop sounds, right? It's just the same as I felt like I had to prove something to my parents, which I say I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. Yeah, we have to say that. That will be better in our pronunciation. They call them stop sounds. The second one, we need to notice that we don't say, I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. Yeah, it's different what I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. We stop our sound, but also stop our voice, stop our breath as well. We don't say I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Yeah. So uh try again in this sentence. I We don't say I gone, but we say I gone.
I'd gone to art school without their approval, and I want to show them that I'd made the right choice.
I make the right choice, not I'd made the right choice. Okay, again, please. I make the right choice.
I made the right choice.
Okay, so please don't say I made the right choice, but then we say I make the right choice because we tend to speak I'd made the right choice, but then we don't say the T sound, right? What right? We still put our tongue in that place, but we don't say right. Okay, I made the right choice. It's better when you want to speak fast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can use this technique when you want to improve your speech, your fluency. Okay, so moving on to, do you want to practice this topic with me?
Okay.
Okay, so before answering this question, I want to ask you that how can we answer a speaking part one question?
Can you repeat?
How can we answer it? How can we answer a question?
Mm,
Do you know that?
no.
Okay, so I will introduce you this technique, right? You can see it in a box chat area. It means that um, answer reason, example, and alternative like this. Answer. For example, when they ask you, do you like reading? You can say answer first, like I'm really into reading. I'm kind of crazy about reading, so I read every single day. This is answer there. The reason you can say because I think reading helps me to widen my knowledge, to get to keep updated, get the up to minute information around the world, maybe blah blah blah, and then you give reason there. And an example, you can say, recently I'm reading a book called What? I learned a lot from that. For example, blah blah blah. You just give some additional information about that. Everything around just relate to the topic, and then you give alternative. For example, I would say, however, sometimes I want to go outside to enjoy some extracurricular activities or outdoor activities because I want to be more energetic. I want to enjoy fresh air, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So alternative that you give something contrast with our answer. Okay. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So now we apply it right now. The first question, when do you need to be focused?
Uh, I need to be
Answer first.
I need to be focused when I want to do my homework or play a match game a match up a game.
Okay, why? Why you think it's important to be focused? You give reason.
Because when I want to do my homework, I always want to do it fast. I am when I play a game, I need to be focused because I want to win.
Okay, you want to win. So do you want to give any example or alternative? Maybe you don't need to give example. You can give some alternative. If you don't do that or blah blah blah.
Let me see. Uh,
Okay, so maybe you can say that if I won't focus on my task, that will be time consuming, and at that time I can do another thing or maybe like that. Or when it comes to playing games, you can say that if you lose the game, maybe your teammate will scold you or maybe something like that. You can give some reason or alternative there. Okay.
okay.
Right. So attention span. I will give you example of attention span. If you have a good attention span, it means that you can focus on a thing maybe 10 hours, 6 hours. But when you have a bad attention span, it means that you just focus on a task maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So can you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I think that you can add time consuming in your own speech as well. What else? As fast as possible, maybe some collocation, some collocation, some phrases there. Also, I want to finish it as fast as possible, and answer, yeah, I think that's okay. But you just speak. You can divide it into two cases. The first one, blah, 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 the second one, blah, blah, blah. And okay, as a speaking part one question, it's good to answer like that. Okay, on and on, we skip it. The next question, what may distract you when you're trying to stay focused?
Uh, there are many distractions that that make me can't stay focused, such as uh, uh, play play with my younger sister when my mom have problem. My mom do housework, or or if my younger brother play play plays game next 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 to me. No, plays game near me. Uh, I can't I can't stay focused.
Okay, so maybe stay focused. We can use keep concentrated. Okay,
Keep
you can
concentrate.
use keep concentrated. Like maybe surrounding noise, you can divide it into the first one, the second one, the third one, maybe like that. Maybe the first one because of the surrounding noise, maybe from our sister, from your sister, your younger brother playing games, blah blah blah. So you cannot keep concentrated during the time you do homework. Yeah. Um, yeah. And it's so hard. So do you know this word? Get on my nerves. Like your sister, your younger brother just annoyed you, so you get on your nerves. You get angry. You cannot keep cool, and then you become angry. Yeah. So you can use this word, and uh like and sometimes you procrastinate, maybe because you cannot keep concentrated on your work, so you just procrastinate that. Maybe tomorrow or next day you continue doing that. Maybe procrastinate means delay, but it has a negative meaning. For example, today is deadline, maybe next month, oh no, next week is the deadline of doing homework. But then today, because of the noise, surrounding noise from your sister, brother, blah, 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 and then you get on your nerves, you cannot keep cool, and then you cannot keep concentrated, and then you procrastinate your work. Maybe before the deadline, one day you begin doing that. So that means procrastinate. So you can apply this. The next one, this resist temptation to do something means that like you are doing homework, right? But
Yeah.
then your friends tell you that, hey, do you want to join with me playing the games, blah blah blah. And if you cannot keep yourself cool, you cannot resist the temptation to play games with your friends. Okay, so can you understand that? You just
Can you explain?
can you just put your homework aside, and you cannot resist the temptation to, like, you cannot resist the temptation to do to play games with your friends, so you just play games with your friends. You don't do homework anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it means that you have to do something, but you cannot resist the temptation to do something more interesting, something more easy, blah blah blah. Maybe play games, surf the internet, surf Facebook, watch YouTube videos, maybe. So you just let your homework aside and you just do this. Okay, so these are some work. some words. And I will give you this word, be snowed, and I think you can apply in two other sentences. Be snowed under a lot of tasks. Yeah, be snowed under a lot of tasks. You have to do a lot of tasks at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, so the next question, what do you do to help you concentrate? You can use these words.
Mm, can you explain the be snow under a lot of tasks again?
Okay, like you have a lot of tasks at the same time to do. Like this is you and this is a lot of tasks and you they just they just push you down. Like you had a lot of tasks to do at the same time and then you so tired, you are so exhausted, like because a lot of tasks there, so they call that you are snowed under a lot of tasks. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Like you just imagine that this is you and this is a lot of tasks here and then you have to finish all of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is this note under a lot of tasks. Okay. Mm, uh you just imagine yourself and then a lot of tasks there and then you just have to finish all of that. Okay, so the next question, what do you do to help you concentrate?
Uh, I've, in my opinion, there aren't any ways there aren't any ways to help me concentrate expected to to move to the other rooms to to do something to do some work.
Like because you you are snowed under a lot of tasks, you so you don't know whether you do something first. Is that?
No, uh, uh, in my opinion, there aren't any ways to help me concentrate expect uh, expect to move to another rooms to do some work.
Expect apart from, like except,
Be besides 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 to move
is that except?
yes.
Yeah, you say expect. What is this bad word? Okay, I'll continue.
Uh,
I cannot figure out that except what? Like, what is your point? What's your point there?
your what?
What is your point? So what do you do to help you concentrate? So you say that there aren't a lot of ways to help you concentrate except,
No, there aren't any ways to
yeah,
help me concentrate
yeah, except what?
except to move to another rooms
Another what? What another?
to other to other rooms.
Is that
Yes,
another? Another.
another rooms.
Okay, repeat again. Another.
Another
Okay, another room. Repeat again the word concentrate. Concentrate.
concentrate.
Okay. Um, The reason why I don't say there aren't a lot of anything anyways blah blah blah, but I say there aren't this is stop sound there. There aren't a lot of ways for me to concentrate except except moving to another room, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can use stop sound there. For example, the word can and can't, like I can do it and I can't do it. We don't say I can't do it. We say I can't do it. Yeah, this is the difference there. Um, can you give me some reason?
Um, because in another rooms, I can have uh, yes, I can have more size and more size and size and silence.
Hmm, maybe you can move to another quiet place. You can give some example like library, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, you give reason that because it help you to like we move to another quiet room to change our studying to change our studying environment. Yeah. And um and at that time maybe I will change a little bit about my mind. Maybe I think that my mind need some pausing, need some pauses, stop, pauses, stop, pause. Mm, my mind needs some pauses to stop thinking, and I need to enjoy some fresh air. And then I think that after this time, I can continue, I can keep up my work better. Yeah. This one, stick to the plan and impulsively. Like because your studying environment in your home is quite noisy, so you cannot stick to your plan to just stay in your own room and then you just continue studying. So you tend to go outside and do something else, so it calms that impulsively. For example, you do something without the plan, you just see this one, you do this. You see that one, you do this. Okay, can you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that you can apply this into another question. Okay, just let it there and answer the last one. Is it difficult for you to stay focused on something?
Uh, I think no, because I can stick to the plan to the library to because in the library there because in the library is quite for me quite enough for me to read books or do my homeworks.
Okay, library. Can you give me some alternative?
uh,
Like
like
sometimes you find it hard, or maybe sometimes it's quite, yeah, maybe sometimes it's quite hard for you. You can give some alternative there. Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you two synonyms of difficult, which is arduous and challenging. You can say that, oh, it's not really challenging for me to stay focused on doing something because I can stick to the plan to go to somewhere or doing something, blah blah blah. And For example, in the library, especially I tend to choose the library as my studying environment, so I can totally keep concentrated on doing and finishing my task at school. However, sometimes I feel like that is kind of hard for me because sometimes I just want to play video games and I cannot resist the temptation to do that. I just do something really impulsively, like I just sleep maybe. Okay, you can answer like I answer in full area. Okay, so maybe that's the end of our lesson today. Mm, maybe you can record it to me. You can record and send it to me later on. Okay, so are you happy with today's lesson?
Mm, Yes, because I can learn more. I can learn more words to apply my IELTS speaking test.
Yeah, so I think that this what you can apply your not only this topic but any topic. I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to change our speed or change our way of studying?
Change what?
Like change the way of studying, like you don't want to study like answer these questions or maybe something else. If you want to change that, do you want to change that?
No, no, it's normal.
Okay, okay. If you want to change or if you want to ask me more about anything else, you just contact me.
Yes.